So, I've recently seen Black Panther 2, and it was beautiful. From the costume design to the heartfelt score, it is a joy to watch and easy to become immersed in. In the beginning of the film, we acknowledge the inevitable, the death of Chadwick Boseman, the death of the Black Panther. We see his funeral and we see his people mourn, just like the world did when he died. It was the smartest way to start the film. No lead up to the death, no posthumous CGI. Our director Ryan Coogler acknowledges the audience's pain. Chadwick Boseman, the Black Panther, is dead. It feels like a gut punch. We all know the truth, but to see Chadwick's mural tribute displayed cements it. Contrary to what the audience may believe after the opening, the film is not about loss. It's not about death. It's about grief and the journey we go through to learn to live with it. How we find the strength to carry on and purpose when all hope is lost. Shuri and her mother Ramonda grieve, but in two very different ways. The Queen relies on her faith, the unshaking belief that although T'Challa is gone in physical form, his spirit is with them and he is always watching. That they should all continue to live and rule as if he were still there, because that's what he would have wanted. Shuri, on the other hand, believes that he is dead. He is not watching over them, he is not with them, he is no longer a part of their world. She says, "My brother is dead." And as shocking as it is to her and the audience, it's the truth. Her rage is palpable through the screen. Why him? Why her? Why now? All the questions we ask when we lose someone. Throughout the film, we see Shuri go through every stage of grief: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. Some stages are highlighted more than others, but still, her agony is front and center for the world to see, especially after the loss of her mother. Shuri loses her faith. She loses her purpose. She has no idea how to go on without her family and their guidance. For the first time, she is out in the world alone. Sure, she has all of Wakanda around her and supporting her, but her core circle is gone. Yes, Shuri still has people that love her, but they're not her people. Not the ones that can finish your sentences or tell how you're feeling just by looking at you. When you grieve, essentially, it feels like your heartbeat is gone. Ryan Coogler, along with Letitia Wright and Angela Bassett and Denai Guerrera, convey this perfectly. Grief and hurt is not new to Coogler. He's been exploring these themes since his first feature film, Fruitvale Station. Balancing the ugliness of life while illuminating the beauty of the world has become a skill he's mastered. Beautiful cinematography mixed in with extended silence is a tool he uses throughout both films to make the audience sit in their emotions along with the characters. He includes shots so mesmerizing that you can't look away even though you know what's coming, and sucks the sound out of scenes from out of nowhere to convey the unexpected gut punch that is grief and loss. This isn't a review. I'm not here to dissect every scene and talk about what was good and what wasn't. I'm here to have the conversation I believe the film intended. How do we deal with death? How do we suffer through our grief? How do we survive it? The cast and crew experienced a tremendous loss and turned their pain into art worth billions of dollars, yet, in the end, they still could not find the answers. This is what I love most about this film. We don't get the answers. Wakanda doesn't get one, Queen Ramonda doesn't get one, and neither does Shuri. However, they do their best each day, even when it really doesn't feel like much. Even when the weight of their loss feels like a ton of bricks on their chests, they still get up and try. Slowly but surely, it gets better. Eventually, Shuri smiles more. Eventually, she lets go of the anger that feels like 100-pound weights around her ankles. Eventually, Shuri finds hope. She discovers a reason to hold on and give life another chance to show her all that it can be. In the end, Black Panther 2 teaches the audience that when everything is dark and bleak and cold and lonely, Hope is what will light your fire again and lead you into another chapter of what we seem to be so confused and afraid of: life.